Sorry about that, guys. The last one got cut off. So I'm just going to wait till a few more people jump on. And hopefully we'll get a couple of these little trolls on as well. So I'll tell you why I'm doing this live. I didn't want to do this live, guys. As you know, last night me and Wayne did a live. And there's been a couple of little trolls that popped up. Nasty little creatures they are. You know, foul-mouthed. Started commenting with their hate, their vile spew, as I call it. And I found out who a couple of these trolls are. One goes by the name of Claire Calvert. So if you know who Claire Calvert is, be careful around her. She's got about 5 different profiles. One of her profiles, it's her name, but the letters are all muddled up, like an anagram. But yeah, she's got about 5 different accounts, and she hates me for whatever reason. Another guy is called James Davey. He hates me for whatever reason. They keep saying that I'm declining to go on a live with them, even though they've both blocked me, because I've tried to invite him to this live and I can't even find them. Claire Calvert is actually live as we speak, but I can't comment. So she's done whatever she's done to block all the comments on there. So she's spewing her hatred, her lies, but I can't even defend myself. So I've made quite a few suggestions, quite a few of invitations for both of them to come on this live with me. My lives are public, as you know. They're not set to private, so anybody can jump on. And let's talk. Let's see what you've got to say. You know, I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I've got nothing to hide, and I'll talk to anyone. I'll talk to anyone. But I find it funny how they claim that we're rejecting their offer to talk over live. My brother Wayne's watching right now. He'll tell you exactly the same thing. I've tried to get him to talk a couple of times. I've tried to get him on the live, and you know, silence. So if all these trolls have got something to say, why don't you come and say it? Simple as that. But what do you keep doing? You keep making little fake profiles of me. Did you know, guys, they've just made a profile on Twitter using my picture as well, you know, pretending to be me. I'm sure there are laws against that, aren't there not? You know, to pretend you're somebody else, to use their photographs as well without their permission. But this is how pathetic these people are. This is how sad and pathetic. They're probably going to make another little post about me or about Wayne on their little troll site of Derp Nation. Pathetic. Most of you are just fishwives. That's what you are. You're fishwives. Fishwives, back in the day, well, the reason why they're called fishwives is because they were the wives of the fishermen, and they used to stand around all the markets, gossiping, shouting, you know, just talking crap all day to each other, and hence where the term fishwife comes from. And that's what I've noticed in a lot of these troll sites. There seems to be a lot of women, if you can call them that, infecting the internet, polluting the internet with their hatred. And you know what's really, really amusing to me? Your lives must be so fulfilled. You all claim to be happy. You all claim to be at peace. You all claim that your lives are so amazing. But yet you feel the need to sit there and do stupid little videos or stupid little posts. And some of you, we know you're getting paid for it, because I'm not being funny, but what normal person sits there, puts all the time into making troll videos and troll posts, you know? And some of these videos are professionally edited as well. You know, you mock me, you mock Wayne for not being able to use technology properly, you know? We're not all computer nerds, as some of you are. you know. And I get it. I get why he's so angry. Why he's so angry at the world. Why he's so angry at people trying to do something, you know. A lot of you have suffered some sort of psychological trauma in your life. I understand that. We've all been through crap in our lives. A lot of you went through abuse. A lot of you went through bullying in your lives. A lot of you had difficult childhoods. Let me tell you something. We've all gone through something bad in our lives. We've all gone through difficult times in our lives. I was bullied. I was bullied a lot in my younger days. When I first came to the UK, I was 8 years old. I didn't speak a word of English. And when we first came, there was no foreigners in Hull. Not how it is now, big community. There's Polish, Lithuanians, Romanians. It's quite a big multicultural community. But back in the 90s when we came, there was none of that. So as you can imagine, I got bullied quite a lot. I went to a school on a council estate. We lived on a rough council estate. And yeah, for years I got terrorised. I got, bullied. And I admit it, I'm not ashamed to say it now, because that's who I was then. And I did have a lot of resentment, a lot of hatred in my heart. I wanted revenge. One of these days I thought, I'm going to get my revenge on all these people. That's how I used to think. And I've held this poisonous hatred in my heart and all my soul. But then, do you know what? Something amazing happened. I found love and I found God, and my life changed from there. I became at peace. I finally found out who I am. I've learned who I am. I've learned to deal with certain situations differently from how I used to handle situations. I've done a lot of work on myself. And then obviously COVID and all that crap hit. And 1 minute I've got a career, I've got everything. Next minute I've become an activist. I didn't choose to be an activist. I didn't want any of this. And all of a sudden I got a voice on social media. And I'm not the only one. There are many, many other people out there who found themselves in this situation, this position where 1 minute they're just minding their own business, living their life. Next minute, they can't go to work, they can't earn a living, and they felt in their souls and their hearts that they had to do something about it. So they became activists. There are many, many good people, even people, a lot of you watching now, you know what I'm talking about. There are many, many good people out there. For the last 2 years, you've done nothing but good. You worked your asses off. You've spread information out there. You've helped countless people. And you should all be proud of yourselves. But on the flip side of that coin, there are many of you, some of you probably watching this right now, who've done sod all in these 2 years. Absolutely nothing. Nichivo, nada. And you try to, make a little bit of noise. Try to get noticed out there in the social media world. And for whatever reason, I don't know what reason that is, you was unheard, your voice was unheard. So what do you do instead? Instead of trying again, instead of not giving up, instead of putting all your energy, all your efforts into doing something good, what do you do instead? Instead, you turn to hate. You turn to trolls. You start to troll people. You start to spread horrible shit about people, vile stuff about people, and does that make you feel good? What you're doing? Attacking people. Look what happened when you were attacking a single mother. You was attacking Tracy, and you're still attacking her now. A single mother who's trying all her best to put food on the table for her and her son. And what do you scumbags do? You attack her. You don't just troll her. You don't just call her names. You attack her. You viciously attack her. And their son. You call social services on her and police on her. You try to destroy her business. You set up all these fake accounts. And is that normal? Is that normal? Is that what normal people do? Is that what good people do? Look at all the hate and all the attacks that you've done towards Laura. Look what you've done to her. How many times you tried attacking her, and you're still doing it now. How much vile you're spewing about her. Your little posts. We see it all. Don't think we don't see it. We see everything that you're doing. Your little posts that you're doing. Does that make you feel good? Are your families proud of you? A couple of days ago, I posted an article. And it was somebody anonymous saying, my mother is an internet troll. Can you imagine being that person? Can you imagine how that person feels, he, she, that their mother or father, whichever, in this case it's a mother, their mother is an internet troll. They're addicted to it. Can you imagine? So I'd love to know, trolls, what your families think about your behaviour, about your action. I'd love to know. Do you have children? Are your children proud of what you're doing? What about your parents, if they're still alive? Are your parents proud about what you're doing? Your siblings, are they proud? You all, like I said, you all claim to have amazing lives. You all claim to be so happy in your lives. Yet you spend all your time try and mock people, discredit people. And why? What is the reason for that? Why do you do it? Do we threaten you? Are you threatened by us? Are we doing something that you wish you could be doing? Because anybody could be doing this. We're not better than anybody else. We never claim to be above anybody else. You know? Everything's down to a simple choice in life, remember that. Either you choose to be a good person, to do good, to help others, to stand on the right side of history, to stand in the light, or you choose to be evil, you choose to be scumbag. The choice is yours, the choice is yours, but remember, you always get back what you put out there. So you keep putting out evil. You keep trying to divide the people. Because what's happening now? A lot of people are confused. They don't know who to trust anymore. Because of you scumbags. Because of you trolls. You've done this. You've done this. People don't know who to turn to. People that want help, for example. People who are vulnerable. Shame on you. Shame on you. But let me tell you something. My little pedigree chums. The Lord works in very mysterious ways. Very mysterious ways. So appreciate what you've got. Keep on laughing. Keep on doing your crap. Your evil deeds. Keep on doing. Because everything will be noticed. Everything. And you shall answer for all. Oh, here we go. Look, we're getting the laughing emojis now. That's what I mean. Come on alive with me. And another thing, what I want to know, little trolls, how do you all manage to get on all these accounts? Because we can't. You know, we had a few accounts before, but they got shut down because the security that's increased on social media. You need these two-factor authentication, etc. So how do you manage to create all these accounts? How many phone numbers do you have? How many accounts do you have? So come on, little trolls, instead of doing your stupid little laughing emojis like you in primary school, come on alive with me. Send me a request. Ask me anything you want to ask. Let's have a little conversation if you dare. I've got nothing to hide. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I will face every single one of you face to face. I ain't got a problem with that, trust me. I'm not scared of any of you. I only fear God, remember that. I only fear God. I don't fear no man, no woman, no creature on this earth. I only fear God. And there's nothing that you can say or do to me that will ever bring me down. I know you'd love to think that you're affecting me. I know you'd love to think that. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. I was getting uncomfortable in my lives last night. Trust me, if I was getting uncomfortable, I wouldn't do my lives. If I didn't feel comfortable, if I didn't feel confident in what I'm doing, I won't be doing this, believe me. I'll be hiding away behind my keyboard. I'll be creating fake accounts. I'll be trolling people like what you're doing. I'll be jumping on people's lives with laughing emojis, too scared to show my face. That's what I'd be doing if I was uncomfortable in what I'm doing. Remember that. Remember that. So yeah, one of these trolls is Claire Calvert. She's got quite a few accounts. She's on all the troll sites, a Derp Nation, a lot of them. Another one is James Davey. Now let me tell you about these people. And like I said, you're welcome to jump on. I've sent them loads of invitations to jump on my live, and for some reason they don't seem to want to. I wonder why, yeah? But let me tell you something about these people, because it's time you all knew. I'll start with Claire Calvert. Claire Calvert lives in Hull. Now, when all this crap first started with COVID, we had a group in Hull called Wake Up Hull. There's a few of us in this group. Claire Calvert obviously joined the group. You know, we first met. And I don't judge anyone. I give everyone a chance. And a few people in our group had a feeling about Claire. I mean, I had a feeling about her as well, but I just thought, you know, everyone deserves a chance. You know, who am I to start judging people? So, and Claire just didn't seem to fit in with anyone. She seemed very opinionated. I can't pronounce that word. Probably going to mock me for that as well, but I don't care. Mock me. English is not my first language, remember that. She became very argumentative in every single meeting that we had. She wanted to be heard. She wanted to be noticed. Sort of like, I'll give you an example. When you're talking, when two adults are talking, for example, and you might get a child that wants your attention. What does that child do? Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Until they get noticed, until you actually acknowledge what they want. And that's how Claire was behaving. Me, hello, listen to me. And I'm not exaggerating. Anybody who knows Claire Calvert will back this up. So, I'll give you another little example. On the way to Newcastle, I'll talk about that very soon, what happened there with Claire. How she tried to ruin a friendship between two good people. Two of my sisters, Emily and Karuna. She tried to ruin their relationship. They've been friends for years, and Claire tried to ruin that. But that's another story. But on the way to Newcastle, we were having a conversation. I was with my brother John in the front, and Emily and Claire was in the back. We were talking. Claire wanted in on the conversation. So instead of, you know, how normal conversation goes, you know, you wait your turn, Claire starts piping up in the back. And when I say piping up, it's embarrassing. She started saying, hello, excuse me, I'm talking. And that's no exaggeration. You know, Claire's in the room, everybody shut up and listen to Claire. Fair enough, that's just Claire's character, I guess. And a few people come up to me about Claire. And I said, Claire's like Marmite, love it or hate her. But I believe Claire has got good intentions. Well, I did, up until when. Now, Claire, every sort of live that anyone does that has a big following, or a few people watching, I noticed a pattern with her. Claire will try to jump on at every occasion. And when Claire's not getting interaction back, she starts writing in capitals. She tries shouting more. So, and I stuck up for Claire quite a lot of times, and I don't know why she turned on me, really. I'd love to know. This is why I'm like, I'd love for Claire to come on this live now and talk to me. Like, why do you hate me so much? What is it that I've done to you to make you hate me so much? Another one is James Davey. Now, this guy joined our group out of nowhere. And I admit, in the beginning, I was a bit naive. You know, you meet all these people, met thousands of people, and you don't know who's who. And yeah, you do become a bit naive at one point. You become trusting. We trusted James. We let him into our group. Some people told him things, private things as well. So what does James do? James all of a sudden gets his vendetta. He was pretending to be a truther. He was never a truther. So he tries to make his YouTube channel. Laura will back me up on this. Laura's banned at the moment, guys, so she can't comment. But I know Laura's watching. She messaged me earlier. Yeah, he tried to get up her ass, as the saying goes. You know, he was begging for Laura to do lives with him because he tried to build his YouTube channel. At the time, it was called The Bearded Truth. And he changed it to The Bearded Opinion. There you go, James. You've got a call out. You've got a shout out for your channel there. Maybe you can get some more followers. That's you so desperately crave. So James started doing all these videos. You know, now all of a sudden these troll sites pop up. You know, your Adept Nation, all these YouTube channels, on Twitter. So yeah, all of a sudden James has gone from backing us all up, as he claimed he was in the beginning, so we're slagging us all off. And guys, I'd just like to make it clear that when we were doing protests as well, these people did not contribute in any single way to any protest. Instead, they tried to do everything they can to divert people away from the protests. Like in Hull, we've done quite a lot of protests, and these people actually admitted it themselves. You know, that they're diverting people. They want people to go elsewhere, not come to Hull. They try to disrupt our protests. You know, they try to pour muck on us. But it's not working. Whatever you're doing is not working. Just realise that. We're never going to go away anyway. We speak our truth. We've got nothing to be ashamed of. We've got nothing to hide. So you can try to bring up as much crap on people as you possibly can. You can try to dig up their past, because the past is the past, you know. We don't live in the past. We live in the present, you know. And if you're still stuck in the past, that's your problem. You've got issues, clearly. And if you do need help, ask for help. You don't need to be this evil troll, because that's all you're doing. You're embarrassing yourselves. That's all you're doing. It's childish, it's juvenile. We're adults, are we not? Or are we children? But like I said, what I find amazing, none of you trolls can ever have an adult conversation, an intelligent debate. All you can do is mock people. All you can do is laugh. But what do you actually bring to the table? Do you help anyone? Who have you helped? What good have you done? Because all we see is your hate. All we see is your nastiness. You try your best to discredit people. You try your best to bring people down. But the more you do it, the stronger you make us. Just remember that. The stronger we'll be. And you can make as many little posts as you want. Use my face. Create fake accounts. Because anyone watching who's true, who's real, they know the truth. Got nothing to prove to anyone. But like I said, I've been waiting for this live because you all keep saying that I'm rejecting your lives. I'm avoiding you. I've got nothing to avoid. I've got nobody to avoid. I've got no one to hide from. I'm here. You know where I am. You know where I live. Come and see me. Come and speak to me. You know? Or come on a live with me. Somebody watching this, get this out to Claire Calvert, because she's on a live right now and she claims that nobody's joining her live. I tried to join your live, Claire, but you blocked me. So how can I possibly come on your live if you block me? It's pathetic, it really is. Do something good in your lives. Do something good for others instead of doing nothing but shit. Instead of spewing hatred about people, lies about people, trying to destroy people, trying to destroy their lives, their livelihoods. Do you not understand that? You could be affecting people's children by doing this. Do you not understand that? Have you all forgotten what happened to Caroline Flack as well? That's what I mean, the hypocrisy is unreal. The hypocrisy is unreal. I'm thankful to God that I've got peace, you know. I'm at peace with my life. I'm at peace in my heart, in my soul. But some people out there that you're trying to troll, they're a lot more vulnerable. Remember that. And what if your actions cause that person to harm themselves? Have you ever thought about that before? Have you? Right, 1 second. Let me try and get my brother Wayne on. How would that make you feel, trolls, if your actions one day? Because remember, every action has a reaction. What if your actions one day cause somebody to harm themselves? What would happen then? How you doing, brother?
Yes, I'm just relaying a message back. Claire says she can't get on your live. Angela said, well, she could get on there. We've tried to get on Claire's live. It's blocked. And the comments. So I told Claire to come on your live. She's saying you've blocked her. So if you check your thing, then we can bring
She's
her on.
unblocked, Wayne. Wayne, I unblocked her. She's not blocked.
Right.
Because
Well, just
I was
relaying
able to
messages
watch
back.
her live.
They're just
Yeah,
relaying messages back. And the thing is, if you got the truth to say, come on. What you got to hide, guys? Just speak your truth.
Exactly.
Claire, you got the option. Everyone's trying to get on your live, Claire. We can't get on it. It's shared to groups. Everybody's here. Come over now. Arthur says you're unblocked. Let's see you join. And speak
James
your
is
truth.
unblocked. Claire's unblocked.
Right. Right. I can't share nothing here, brother, because as you know, I'm banned. I can only come on a live with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can't even comment here because I could show you the comments. You know?
Yeah.
But if people want to go and check my page, I'll screenshot it now and you can just click on my messenger and see what I'm reading right now as we talk. Angela can talk. Ask Angela what she's just said. Ask Angela.
Angela, if you want to as well, you can come on camera. You're more than welcome.
Yeah. But Angela will tell you, she's called Claire over to here now. I said, get on Arthur's live. She said, I can't. He's blocked me. And you just said
Yeah,
you haven't blocked her.
Wayne, just like she said previously, she's only got 2 accounts, remember? And I screenshotted, what, 5 accounts, what she's got?
And what she put there about Jane Davey, she added a troll to a group. And I said, why would you add a troll to a group when you know he's on Adult Nation and you're watching all that on a truther site? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. And this is what's going on now. But, you know, we're not here for the trolls. We're here for the real truth. And we're here to stand up for the real truth. Huh? You know? And the thing
you see,
is,
what's getting to me, Wayne?
Come on. Huh?
You see, what's annoying me, Wayne, that these people have a lot to say. They keep attacking you. They're attacking me. They're attacking all of us. Laura, Tracy, you name it.
Can I just say something, brother? Can I just stop you? Why do they need all these profiles? I've got one profile, my own name. I can prove my own name off my passport that I am genuine, that I'm the real Wayne Fox. But what can they do? Can they prove it on their passports? Why do they need all these fake accounts? When we're on lives, why don't they come on lives and speak their truths? Because they don't want their face showing. Why?
Exactly.
What they got
and what I want to
hold?
know as well, brother, what I want to know as well, how these people getting all these accounts? Because I can't do that.
Exactly.
Well, unless they've got different phone, different burner phones, etc., different email addresses, but we can't do that because of the two-factor authentication that you have to go through the security. We can't open different accounts. I've only got 2 accounts. You know,
but the thing is, the question is, guys, if you're genuine, you don't need all these fake accounts. If you get banned, you get banned. But you can still jump on other people's lives if they allow you onto them. Although you can't comment like I've done now to prove it. I'm not blocked to watch your lives. But at the same time, when I go live, I'm live. Okay? And I speak my truth. So I speak as I find. I've got nothing to hide. But what I'm seeing just of late, all you people out there who are trolling people, why don't you show your faces? If you've got nothing to hide and you can prove who you are, come on alive. Because if you're putting false accusations out, show the proof. Show your proof. If you haven't got the proof, then stop wasting people's time and energy because we've got better things to get on with, like saving humanity and saving the children of this world and their futures. Okay? And this is it. I ain't going to say much more on the matter now, guys, because we're here for the truth. We're standing up for humanity. That's it. Okay? And if you want to keep discrediting us, we understand why. Because we know you're trying to stop us speaking our truth, to try and work for the dark side. Well, we don't work for the dark side, I'm afraid. We work for the light and the truth. And like I said, you're more than welcome to come on any of my lives, anytime. I'm banned still. I've got 22 days left of a ban. Okay? And what did I get banned for? Because I spoke the truth. I've been banned 3/4 of a year last year off Facebook. But good friends and family that we know on here, let me come on their lives to share the truth. Now, what I've been telling you is all coming to pass. And these trolls are trying to discredit the real truth. They're trying to put good people down. You've seen all the names of the good truthers out there. Like Arthur said, you know. You've got Laura and Nina. You've got Arthur. You've had Shorty being pulled down. You've had Mikey Freeman being pulled down. You've had Peter Hastings being pulled down. There's loads I could go on with. I've watched every single one of you. And every one of you, what are you here for? Are you here for the truth? Are you here to stand up for humanity? Or are you just here to try and discredit people that are standing up for the good? Because what you've done, what you've all done, you trolls, you haven't broken any links. You've made the people that the truth is even stronger. And they get more following.
Sorry, brother. We've got James Davey wanting to join us now. This is going to be interesting.
Bring him on. But where's Claire? Ask him to bring Claire on as well. Ask him to bring Claire on.
Oh, connection failed, it said.
Really?
Hold on. James Davey, send me another request. The connection failed. All right, let me see if I can bring him on.
Okay.
There we go. Right, send invitation. Add in. There we go. It's saying it's added.
Brilliant. Let's see if we could get Claire on as well, because Claire had a lot to say.
Yep. And
we can't get on her live at all when she's given us the option to get on there. And no one can comment as well. Why is that? Well, now it comes up and come on your own and speak to you, Arthur.
Yep.
And because I've connected this to a good few truther groups now, so everyone can watch this live. Come on. If you've got nothing to hide, any of you trolls, come on and show your face. And if you can't, there's a reason why.
Added, for some reason, it's still saying adding to James Davey.
Mm-hmm. Can you screenshot that, brother, to just show people?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Screenshot it and I'll share it on the groups and show him that he's added, that you're not messing around.
1 sec, 1 sec. Where shall I send it to your inbox?
Yeah, send it to my one and I'll share it out.
1 sec.
Yeah, I like Angela. I could listen to. This has got to stop, right? Arthur's just sent it to me. I'm going to share it. Huh? And it says add in. Yep. I'm going to share it to the group.
Connection failed again, it's saying. Oops. Right, let's try this. Oh, here he is. Let's get Wayne back on. Here he is. Here he is. Let's just get Wayne back on. Where is he? Where's Wayne? Come on then, James, while we're waiting for Wayne to come on. Speak.
You lot want to. I want to know what your truths are. You talk about speaking your truth. Now, your truth isn't the same as my truth. Your belief isn't the same as my belief. So why should somebody like me or somebody like you adhere to the other person's truth or beliefs? Why is it that last year, Arch, You could go onto my YouTube and slag me off, name calling, fat this, bald that, etc., etc. Yet now that somebody's not so much attacking you as a person, but attacking the actions of somebody who speaks in tongues, which is quite funny. Why is that now trolling? Why
It's
do you
quite
not
funny,
like trolls
is it?
when?
Why is that
No,
quite
hang on
funny
a
to you,
second. Hang on a
James?
second. You wanted me to speak, so
Go on, go
you
on,
know, at least do the decent thing and let me speak. If you
go
want to
on.
know, if you want to know where I'm coming from, then you've got to know where, you know. So you can't sit there and preach the Bible. You can't sit there and preach God while slagging somebody off, while saying about somebody taking the medication, which you've had mental health problems, Arch, right? So you can't sit there and talk to somebody else and slag them off for having mental health problems. If you truly have mental health problems, you know what we go through. You can't sit there and preach the Bible, but then start slagging people off, calling them bald bastards, get your fucking beard cut, and calling them fat twats. You can't sit there and do that, because that there is not the preaching of the Bible. That there is a personal attack on me as an individual. Now, if you want to attack me, attack the action. Don't attack the individual. Now, what I'm attacking is I'm not saying anything about you as an individual. I'm not saying anything about Wayne as an individual. In fact, if you watch my previous lives, you will both see that I have actually said that you, Wayne, Laura Nina, everybody else, and in fact, I'm not even going to mention Laura Nina because I said I wouldn't mention her name anyway. All right, we've had a chat. But I attack the action of a person, not the actual individual. I don't call you names. I just attack what you're actually doing. I don't call Wayne this, that, and the other. You know, so if you're going to attack me for being bald, does that mean you're attacking everyone for being
Hold on a
bald?
sec, James. Can I
Hang on a
interrupt you
second.
there?
Hang on a second.
Go on, go
You
on.
guys, you've been on here for God knows how long. All right. You wanted somebody to speak up and say something. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to get into a rant with you. You're the one that makes the threats. You're the one that preaches God yet wants to see me in a ring so you can cause me harm. That's not godly, is it? Don't look so shocked, Archie, because it's in one of your lives that you did a few weeks ago.
Oh,
All right, so don't
you
look
mean
so shocked.
when I challenged you and the trolls for a charity boxing or
No,
UFC match?
no. Yeah, that one.
That
And
one.
then you started slagging me off. So is causing harm to somebody, is that godly? Regardless of what it's for.
Listen, James, you're getting a taste of your own medicine. You're all over
No,
the
I'm
troll
not.
sites.
No,
And
because
don't
here's the
lie.
thing.
Don't lie,
Here's the
James.
thing.
You're a
I'm
top
not going to
fan.
test my own medicine.
You're a top fan on the Adept Nation, are you not?
Look,
You're all over there. You're slagging
Arch,
me. You're slagging Wayne. What have you said about me as well? What lies have you said about me as well and about
what
Wayne?
lies?
Yeah.
Go
What
on, then.
hatred?
What lies have I said about you?
Well, go on. Tell people what you've been saying about me. Call the police on me as well. Yeah?
Who
Are you going
said
to deny
that?
that? Are you going to deny that as well, James? Call the
Who
police
said
on
that?
me.
Why would I call the police on you, Arch?
Well, that's a bit strange because you and Claire are the only people out of the trolls who know where I live. And I find it very strange.
I don't know. I do not know where you live.
Come
I
on,
do not.
James. Stop lying.
Dude, you are so paranoid. I don't know where you
I'm
live.
paranoid.
And you thought, you and Wayne thought that I was trolling you on your live last night. Guess what? I was blocked until just now. So how
You've
can
got
I troll
different
somebody?
accounts, James. You all got different accounts. You may act all
No, I
innocent.
haven't.
You may act
No, I
dumb, but we
haven't.
all know.
Do you know how paranoid you sound right now?
I'm paranoid. Okay.
I have got one account.
Okay.
I have got one Facebook account, and I hide behind my own name. I don't get banned. My own name. The YouTube and the Twitter that I've got, they're just everyone's got a different name on those anyway. But it's still me.
Oh, you're on Twitter as well, are you? Is it Truth Hates?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter as well. Yeah.
Truth
You'll have to
Hates.
find me. I'm called the Beard.
The Beard. So it's not Truth Hates then, no?
You.
All
This
the
is
little
what I mean.
fake accounts, what you make.
This is exactly what I mean, Arch.
Yeah.
I am not Truth Hurts. I am not Michelle Blake. I am not a Dirt Nation.
You've got nothing to do with any
not
of the troll sites. You've never been on any of the troll sites, have you, James? You never commented.
Explain to me what a troll site is. Explain to me what a troll is.
A troll is somebody who spends all their time, all their efforts trying to discredit people, trying to mock people,
it isn't.
trying to slog people. Well, go on, what's this troll then? Define what a troll is to me, then.
A troll is somebody who derogatizes another
what you do.
person.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what you do.
So. Let me ask you this question.
Go on.
Do you remember last year when you were going onto my YouTube channel, and I've got it all, Archie. So you know, this is last year. This is June last
Go on,
year.
last year. Talk about the past again, because you all love to talk about the past. Come on. Last year, yeah.
Today. On Colin Worrell's post. Why did you need to jump in?
Why did I need to jump in?
You were
Because
calling
jumped in
me
my
all
live
the...
last night. Simple as that.
I
Cause
wasn't
and
even
effect,
on
man,
your
my
live
friend.
last night. How on
Cause
earth
and
can I
effect.
jump on a live when I was blocked until today?
James, listen, you've got
I
different
didn't even
accounts.
see it until
You've
this
set up
morning. Being
Archie
paranoid.
Jackson. You set up one account
Paranoid.
called Archie Jackson.
You think that's me?
Listen, everything what's
You
been
think that's
mentioned,
me?
that
You have
information can
been...
only come from you.
Yeah,
That
can the real Archie
information can
Jackson
only
please
come
stand
from
up
you.
because it's really not me. Right, so hang on a second.
You really think I'm stupid, don't you, James?
Hang on a second.
You
Hang on a
think I'm
second. Just stop a second. If I wanted to speak to you on a fake account, why am I on here now as myself?
Because that's what you people do, James. That's what you people do. You think you're so
How
clever.
deluded and paranoid are you, man?
Yep, I'm deluded. I'm paranoid. Yep.
I
Anything
agree.
else? What else? Go on, James. What else?
Is what? So you can shut me down. So you can censor me now. Is that what you're doing? So you can remove me from your
Go on,
life?
James. Go on. I had a GoFundMe page. What else are you gonna say about me? I forced my partner to have an abortion as well. Remember that one? Remember
well,
that
is that
one,
true?
James?
Is that true?
Is it true? Really?
Hey, look, I have never said it's true.
You are funny, aren't you?
I've never said that's true. I only quoted what Mark Allison told me.
Oh, so you're blaming somebody else now, are you? You're blaming somebody else.
Are you stupid? I actually
No, you're
messaged you.
stupid, James. You're not a man. You're a coward. And we all know Mindy's scared of you. How many times have you hit Mindy?
How many times have I hit Mindy?
Yeah, we all know she's scared of you, James. We all know she's scared of you.
How do you know she's scared of me?
Because I know, James. Because I know.
How do you know?
Let's just say some very good contacts of mine, some very good friends have told me some information.
Well, then that's more delusion and more lies.
Okay, it's all lies, James.
You see, this is
If you say
this.
so. Can you
This is
get
how
Claire
you
on this
making
live
stuff
as well,
up.
James? Can you get Claire on this live?
Can I get Claire on this live? No.
Why? Why can't you get Claire to come on as well? She's got a lot to say as well. Let's get Claire on as well.
But the thing, you want her on. The thing is you say we've got a lot to say, yet you're making shit up, Archie. I never said, just for the record, right? And this is on live. Just for the record, I never said your lass had an abortion. What I said was, before you start...
I've got the screenshots, James.
Let me finish.
I've still got all the screenshots.
Let me finish. You see, this is why nobody can go on a live with you, because nobody can get a word in edgeways with you.
Live with me as well. There's Wayne alive with me. There's 52 people watching at the moment.
Of course you listen to him, because you're his lapdog, aren't you?
I'm his lapdog.
What I'm saying is...
James doesn't slag anybody off, but I'm Wayne's lapdog.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I've just been watching this. James, can I ask you?
Hang on a second, Wayne. No, Wayne, stop a second.
No,
I need to set the record straight.
Shut up, let Wayne speak. We'll
Can I
listen
just
to your
ask
drivel
a
for about 5 minutes. You listen to Wayne now.
Oh, you want to hear drivel? That's drivel.
Can I just ask you a question, James? And
why is that here we go? That's an action, isn't it?
You're a hypocrite. That's what you are. You're a pathetic
and as
you deserve everything what's coming to you.
Guys,
that's a threat. That's a threat. That's very godly, isn't it?
Guys,
that's very godly, isn't it?
Guys,
very godly.
Can I ask James a question?
Spreading rumours that I beat up my missus.
Stop this. Can I ask James a question? James?
Of course, Wayne. You can ask any questions you want, so long as Archie doesn't barge in.
Right, okay. Now just be quiet. I want to ask you a question, James.
No. Don't tell me what to do.
No, I just want to ask you the question. That's what I said. I want to ask you a question, not one else. Listen. Can you tell me? And I want you to listen to the question I'm going to ask you. Am I a good person?
You both ears.
Am I a good person? That's all I want to know.
I've got no idea if you are or not, Wayne.
Well, if you've got no idea that I'm or not, why are you putting things up about me when you don't know me?
Exactly.
What have I said about you?
Well, Have a look at
Wow.
what you've been posting.
Personally,
Wow.
You don't know me.
what have I said about you, Wayne, personally?
And it's sad to see that we're all meant to be fighting the same thing down here.
What have I said about you, Wayne, personally?
And you're causing the division against brothers and sisters.
No.
You are.
Arch, do you still speak to Mark Allison?
All the time.
All the time, right. So you will remember when I left the revolution, I messaged you and I said to you, watch your back because somebody's saying something about you. Do you remember that? And you told me that you trusted Mark.
I
And
know
it was
what
Mark
you've been trying to do. I know exactly what you've been trying to do, James. I know.
deluded.
Yeah. Okay.
You're all deluded and paranoid.
Yep. Go on,
You've
answer
got
Wayne's
so much
questions,
paranoia.
then.
Huh?
Answer Wayne's questions, then.
Which is what? Yeah, that's the question.
I said, when I asked you, am I a good person? You said you don't know me.
Right, and I rebutted that question with another question.
If you didn't know
But you haven't
me,
answered that, have you?
if you didn't know me, why are you posting about things about me and mocking me? If you don't know me,
Oh, so
I
it's
don't
okay.
understand.
So it's not okay for me to mock you, but it's okay for Archie to mock me.
I've not mocked you at all, James. So
Right,
why
listen
are you
to me,
mocking
Wayne.
me? I've
Listen
asked
to
you
me very-
directly. No,
Listen to me very, very carefully.
Listen to the question that I've just put to you. Why
Right,
are
and
you
now listen to
mocking
my answer.
someone you don't know? And you admitted I don't know you. Why?
And now listen to my answer.
Go ahead.
Do you want the answer? I have not attacked you as a person.
Okay.
I have said publicly that I am sure that people like Archie and like you, and I've said this on a video that I've publicly put out there, that I'm sure you lot are okay people.
No, James, I can show screenshots when you claim that we're dangerous. We should be locked up. Did you not say that? You going to deny that?
Right, listen to me. No, I haven't finished my answer yet.
Here we go.
But when you talk about the devil, when you talk about satanic cults, when you talk about the Queen being a reptile, I am finished. But that's your belief. That doesn't mean to say that I have to agree with that. And I'm not picking on you as a person, and I'm not picking on Wayne as a person. What I do find mockery is somebody sitting there talking in tongues. And let's not talk about mockery, actually, because you started the mockery. You started the mockery last year. You started the mockery last year.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
Every action has a reaction, James. Remember that.
That's right, it does. And this is where you all contradict yourselves.
I think you need to learn of the word of contradiction, James, yourself, and hypocrisy before you start commenting.
I think you need to learn the word.
Can I ask you a question also, James?
Because in one sentence, Archie, you're preaching love and blowing kisses, but in the next sentence, you're saying that I hit my girlfriend and saying that I beat her up and that we argue. We don't argue a day in our lives.
Can I ask you something,
We don't argue. So whoever's feeding you that crap, Archie,
James,
you need to check your friends list.
James,
Fire away, Wayne.
Can I ask you something? I study body language. You're not sitting still. You're not comfortable. Now, listen to me. Do you believe in God?
I'm not sitting still because the phone's in my hand. It's on charge. And I am quite comfortable.
Well,
so you can't be studying body language that very good because you can only see my face
around your head and what you've been doing for the last 10 minutes, and I've been noticing how you've been reacting to certain questions. Now, what I've asked you again, do you believe in God? I want the truth.
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Prove he's real.
Prove he's real.
Yep.
I'm here.
Does that mean that I'm God's child?
Everybody's born into this world. Is God's children.
That's how they come into this world. It's called birth. But does that mean that I'm God's child as well?
Every one of you are, until you decide on where you live and what you do. And some of you work for the dark side, and that's why I've asked you. Do you believe in God?
Maria Gibb, of course I'm defence, because it's 2 against 1.
No,
do I believe in God? Do I believe in God?
I'm just going to ask you that question. Do you believe in God? That's all I've asked you.
Do I believe in God? No. Yeah. Do I believe in a higher power?
So what does a non-believer have to do with a believer?
You see, you only listen to the parts you want to listen to. I didn't even finish my answer.
Well, I'm waiting.
Right. Well, stop interrupting then. If you're gonna have a conversation, have a conversation.
I've not interrupted you. I've let you speak. I've only just come in and just asked two questions.
Right. So what was my answer to do I believe in God?
One was I asked you, am I a good person? And the other one asked you, do you believe in God? That's it.
What was my answer to do I believe in God?
You said no, and I said, what does a non-believer
so you interrupted me because I didn't even finish my answer, Wayne.
Go ahead.
I said, do I believe in God? No. Do I believe in a higher power? Yes. Do I believe there's something there? Yes. Can I prove there's something there? No. Why can't I prove that? Because there's no proof. The Bible itself, can you prove the Bible's real?
Can you prove it's not?
Well, there you go. You see, you come back at me with that, and I respect the answer. Right? That's the most intellectual thing you've said.
Thank you.
No,
I can't prove it's not, but you can't prove it is.
James,
James,
do you believe? Hold on, Arthur. James, do you believe in love?
Right. There is no greater love than having a child.
But do you believe in love?
What kind of a question is that?
Well, you should be answering it. What I've just asked you. Do you believe in love yourself? Why are you jumping up?
Here's the answer.
Go ahead.
I have a child, and I love him. There is no greater love than a father's love for his child or a mother's love for their child. It is unconditional, and I would harm anybody that harms him. Do I love my I'll call her my wife? Yes, I am deeply in love with her. But love isn't the greatest power. Trust is.
Well, love is.
You can love someone and not trust them.
Love is. I'm going to explain to you. Love is a powerful thing that we all have.
I've heard it all, Wayne. I've heard all you do is say the word love.
Well, exactly. Because it's
Does the word love bother me?
Well, it must do.
Why does it?
Well, you got a problem with Wayne talking about love all the time. So why? Why have you got a problem with Wayne mentioning love?
It's like hearing the same word over and over and over again. You say the same word over and over again, and it loses meaning. But what I would like to know, yeah, it does. It's a fact. What I would like to know, Arch, is how can you prove to me the Bible is real?
Look around you, James. Read it for once. Why don't you open the Bible and read it for once?
So you're telling me that if I read Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat reel?
There's a wise man that once said, "Never try to argue with a fool. Onlookers won't be able to tell the difference."
You really need to listen to what you're saying, Arch.
I'm listening to everything that I'm saying. So is everybody else watching this, James.
It's a shame you're not hearing it.
I'm hearing perfectly well.
The thing with people on this live is they're all your friends. They're all for you.
All my friends. My live is public, James. Anybody can join my live. Shall we remind people what your thoughts and opinions on all the truthers marching last year, all the protests? How was it?
Sure, yeah, you can do that if you want, yeah.
Yeah,
you can do that, yeah, if you want.
Everybody off for blocking traffic, etc.
Is that what I did?
Yep, that's exactly what you did. I can prove that.
You can't because the videos have been deleted.
Why? Why did you delete them, James? Why?
I didn't delete them, Archie. YouTube deleted everything. They deleted the channel.
Oh, did they? Why? Why is that, James?
Because I went on a live with a truther, right? And I posted that live with a truther, and that live got taken down for breaking community standards.
Really?
And that was my third strike. So when you get 3 strikes on YouTube, they shut you down. So yes, I have started another one. But what you're missing on that last channel was hundreds of videos on self-help. And you ask the question, what have we done? Right, here's what I've done. When I had money and I was a little bit more wealthy than I am now, because I am poor, I'm broke. I used to go around and every time I see somebody that's homeless on the street, I give them a few fags.
Well done.
I don't give them money because I know where that money may go. When it was Christmas time, me and my ex-wife used to go around and give every single in Hull City Centre, every single one of the big issue sellers hats, scarves, and gloves.
Can I ask you something, James?
Individually, I'm telling you what good I've done. Individually wrap them all up and hand them to them, and every single one of those sellers, I must have had stacks and stacks of big issues, because a big issue costs how much? £1? I used to pay a fiver for my big issues and tell them to keep the change.
Used to. I used to do this. I used to do that. Why are you not doing it now, James? What's changed?
Because, right, if you'd have listened to the actual answer to begin with, as I've said, I am broke. Remember, back then.
Aren't we all, James?
Right, so what have you done? So what have you done?
I don't need to tell you what I've done. I don't need to justify anything to anyone.
No, but you preach about it. But you preach about it.
I preach about nothing.
But you know what, guys?
I preach nothing.
You go on and you say, what have you lot done? You're calling people out, what have you done? What have you done? What have you... Well, let's see what you've done.
Do you know what? Do you know what, guys? Do you know what have you done? Hold on, can I just cut in here?
Because you've got nothing to. Because you've got nothing to prove. That's why.
Okay.
Both of you are speaking what you're going to say. But one thing I want to say to you, James, what changed in your life for you to judge others? You weren't like that before. Something happened to you to make you do that.
How do you know I wasn't like that before?
Well, like you just explained to Arthur, you used to go around helping people and doing this. I'm just making an observation here. I'm not judging you. I'm just asking why you judging others now.
Because as you stated, and this is my situation right now, and this is the bare bones of it. I struggle to put food on my table. I struggle to keep the heating on. So for me right now, this is me getting personal. I will start to look after me first, because I don't want me to be homeless. Right?
Do you also think you've got your brothers and sisters out there who can help each other? Do you think that's what everyone's trying to do?
No, because
really?
Wow. Wayne, you preach brothers and sisters.
You're going to need them. You're going to need them. You really are.
Listen, Wayne, you preach brotherhood and sisterhood, yet you've got the guy above, I mean Archie, calling me personal names. These are personal attacks. I mean, if you're going to attack me, Archie, leave the personal stuff out of there. If you want to attack me, attack what I've done.
Okay, James. Okay.
Does that mean you've got a grudge against anybody who's bald, or anybody who's slightly overweight, or anybody who's got a beard, or is it just me?
James, I will just give you a taste of your own medicine. Simple as that. I've learned a lot since last year, James. You keep mentioning last year this, last year that. That was the past. That was last year.
Sticks and stones. Sticks and
stones.
Likewise,
sticks and stones, James. Likewise. Sticks and stones.
I don't get affected by you stating the fact that I'm bald, fat, and bearded. I don't get affected by that. What affects me, Archie, is the fact that you go onto your lives and you slag off people with mental health, and yet you preach a gospel.
Hang on a sec, James. So you claim you've got mental health, yet you feel the right.
How is that a claim?
The need to slag people off.
How is that a claim?
One minute you're crying about mental health, how hard done to you are. Next minute you're slagging people off. To me, that just says you deserve everything. I'm sorry, but you do.
You've got no idea. You've got no idea what mental health is, Arch.
Really, really.
Because you're saying that I claim.
James, can I say something? Would you like?
I've had mental health problems and been taking mental health pills for the last 8 to 9 years.
James, would you like?
I have my bad days. I have my days where I think about killing myself. I have my days where I'm down. I have my weeks where I'm down, and I cannot get out of bed.
Is that why you hate so much, then, James? Is that why?
I'm not the one that's hating, Arch. You're the one that's calling me the personal names.
Right.
You're the one that's preaching the gospel, yet calling everyone, you know, scumbags, and that's not very Christian, is it, Archie?
Just the trolls, not everyone.
James, can I ask you something?
Are we not all children of God, Archie?
Yes, we all are. We all are.
So that's very Christian of you, is it?
Now, what I'm going to say, James.
That you are now casting someone out of the garden of God.
James, I'm going to say this to you. Right? Do you need help, like with money or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, it's just asking an observation. You said you're on the floor and this is happening and you're trying to keep a roof over your head.
Do you know what, Wayne? You've gone up in my estimation right now.
I'll speak the truth, James. I always have.
Right. Just quit with the truth, because the truth is what one person believes.
And this is what we should all speak. Only the truth. And we shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be working together now. There's a darker force out there that is going to be coming over all of us.
Look, you're getting truth confused with opinion.
This is not an opinion. This is the truth. You got to listen
Right,
to me. You got to
do you
listen to me.
believe-
Do you honestly think we've come this far to give up, to be trolled? No, we're here for
Right.
each other.
So when? Don't go on to me about trolling. Archie was trolling last year.
So why are you doing it?
Instead, forgive me for sounding like a little bit of a child, but he started it.
Hold on. I've asked you a question. So why are you doing it? Why are
Look
you
at you,
judging?
fake laughing.
Why are you judging your brothers and sisters? Why? There's no need to. There's no
Listen,
need to.
they judge me first.
And I'm going to say something. Would you like me to say a prayer for you and your family?
No.
Okay. I did offer.
No, thanks, Wayne.
Okay.
But
God bless you. God bless you.
But your attitude, Wayne, has gone up in my estimation. Do I agree with you talking in tongues? No, I think it's lunacy. But you as a person right now, forget the word truth. You as a person right now is real.
I've always
right?
been real, James.
Right. No,
Never
listen
lied.
to me. Listen to me. I'm edifying you here. So when I edify you, you want to listen to it. But you as a person right now, you are being real. You sound genuine. Right? Do I agree with the tongues? No, I think it's a load of crap. I think what you did on that live has put a target on your back. Okay, that's what I would say, because that to a lot of people is lunacy.
If you
That
watch
to a lot
my
of people,
if you watch my live, James, back and see when I've done the prayer, I asked God that I may pray for people. I asked,
right?
and I said
that's
the
all-
amen, and I didn't just do it off my own back, and that come from spirit. If you know about spirit and spiritual
Right, but
stuff and how spirit speaks through, you will understand.
That to a lot of people, Wayne,
People have been-
it's
people have been
scary
given-
stuff, and to a lot of people, that's laughable.
People have been given spiritual gifts down here, James, that some of you just still don't understand yet. You've all been spiritually gifted with gifts that you don't understand that you've got. And it's time that you all start looking within and learning who you really are and what your purpose is here. And showing
I
them
know,
to your brothers
I
and
know
sisters.
who I am.
Well, if you know who you are, James, why is everything going wrong in your life? Like you said, you're on the floor.
How is it? What makes you think that just because? Why is everything going wrong in my
Put it
life?
this way, do you sleep well at night, or are you uncomfortable? Does your heart feel heavy? Because you're seeing that you're getting angry and upset when I speak to you, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Okay?
Do you think that depression happens just like that?
Listen,
or do you think a depression is a culmination of things?
Listen, I'm going to explain something to you, James.
But I'm not going to have someone like Archie telling me.
Every single one of you, right? No matter what you do to me, I forgive you all. I forgive you all. I don't carry no malice down here.
Until you start slagging us off and saying, oh, you're all fucking trolls and you're all this, you're all that, and you all need to be banished to hell.
Let me explain something to you. The truth is the truth.
And you're right, Archie, I'm going to hell. I've been going there since before I met you, Sunshine.
The truth is the truth. But what you got to understand is...
But I'm okay with that. Because I know I've done wrongs in my life.
If you listen,
and I repent for those wrongs every single day.
If you listen to me, you're only flesh and blood down here, but you all have a spirit.
Right,
and that soul within, a lot of you are selling it. And you're
being patronising.
And you can't take it back once you sell it. And you've got to understand this.
Your tonality is now being patronising.
This is the truth. And
right,
like
quit
said,
with the truth.
Forgiveness is king, Danny. Forgiveness is king, the love.
Right.
Now, where's the human connection for each of your brothers and sisters down here? Why the hatred? Why the anger?
Can I explain the word truth to you?
Go ahead.
Right. Do you believe in God?
I told you I do.
Right, that's your hang on, that's your truth. Do I believe in God? No, I believe in a higher power. That's my truth.
Yeah.
They're not the same truths.
Yeah. What did I say? What does good? What does people who believe in God and non-believers have in common? They don't.
Your truth.
You're on a different path, and I'm trying to explain. When you come up against good people who are doing good things, why put them down?
Hang on a second.
What gives you the right to judge people?
Come on, religion, James. Right. So answer me this question then, Wayne.
Go ahead.
if I'm a child of God, which
Yeah.
apparently based on this live I am not, based on Archie's condemnation, why is it okay for me to receive grief and pain last year?
Yeah.
Yet when I say grief and pain, I mean personal attacks. I mean swearing. I mean vulgarities. I mean disgusting things that were said publicly.
Well,
Why is that okay?
You mean like what you have, James?
can I
Why
just
is that?
answer that?
Yeah,
Can I
but
just
the
answer
difference
that?
is the
Guys,
difference.
can
Hang
I
on a
just answer
second.
that?
The difference is, Arch, is I'm not preaching the gospel.
Can I just
You're the one
answer
that's
that for you both?
blaspheming,
And
not
I for
me.
an eye. Remember that,
Can I
James.
just answer that, guys?
Yeah,
You're
because
all down.
the Bible loves that, doesn't it?
Can I answer that, guys? You're all down here
You don't
on
even know
live.
your own faith.
James, could you listen? Both of you. You're both down, all of you, every single one of you down here on life journeys. You get spiritually tested. Some of the tests are not easy because a lot of us go through a lot of pain and suffering and we don't understand it. Okay? But let me tell you, a lot of people in the Truthers movement have been through a lot down here. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Lost children, lost family. Okay? Been through some really hard times, been homeless. But you know what? They've gone on that journey. And they're
Right,
still there.
let me explain something about the Troopers movement. When COVID kicked off, I needed a place to go because it was depressed. It was dragging me down, and I needed somewhere. So
Okay.
somebody suggested join Wake Up Hull. Now, what happened is that group actually disbanded. So I joined a Revolution of Hull. Now, I was all behind these guys for the COVID, for the suppressing of everything. And you know what? Everything they say about COVID, the masks, the social distancing, that it's an experimental drug. I 100% agree with you. But the one thing I do not agree with is, and the reason I left this is because there were people in that group talking about satanic cults. I don't want to hear that. I don't need to know that. They were talking about the Queen being a reptile. I don't need to know that because that to me is also lunacy. They were talking about blood in trainers. They were talking about all these sort of things that, you know what, I don't need to hear about because I'm okay with my life. I don't need to go on about this sort of stuff. I don't need to spend my days talking about and fighting a satanic cult or fighting a Freemason. You also think I'm a Freemason. Well, I'm not, just so you're aware. You also probably think I'm part of the Illuminati, which I'm not, just so you're aware. And you've also stated, Archie, that I'm a paid shill being paid by the government, which I am not, just so you're aware. So again, more lies being spilled. So what's happening in this live is that, yes, I'm getting a little bit irate because I'm trying to put my point across. I've got Wayne preaching the truth, which, again, your truth is your truth, my truth is my truth. But that doesn't mean to say that we should fall out over it. That doesn't mean to say that, because Wayne believes in God, I've got to start slagging him off because I don't believe in God. That's not how it works. Do you think Christians go out onto the street or missionaries go out into other countries and say, do you know what, you're condemned to hell because you don't want to take our Bible? Do you think Jehovah's Witnesses knock on the door because you don't talk to them? They condemn you to hell. You've just condemned me to hell, Archie, more than once. That's not
yourself,
Christianity.
James. You've done that yourself, my friend.
That's not Christianity. And when you say that God is watching, yes, it probably is.
Yeah,
but he's also watching you. He's also watching you.
I know.
I'm going to ask you something.
So you need to watch what you're saying and what you're doing.
James, I'm going to ask you another question.
Because now you're looking a little bit shocked and a bit worried.
James, I'm going to ask you another question. You say you don't believe in God. Okay? I'm going to ask you this question. Do you fear anything? Are you fearful of anything? I want the truth. Be honest.
Maybe some big spiders and heights and maybe drowning, maybe going to sea. I fear a plane crashing. I fear maybe getting run over by a car, but I'll still cross the street. Do I fear a person? No.
So do you feel fear can control you then?
Fear only controls if you allow it to.
So are you allowing it to control you?
Well, I'm not scared of anything.
But you just said you was.
What? Spiders and heights?
Well, it's still fearful, isn't it? I've just asked you a straight question. Truthful. I'm not here to mock you. I'm just listening as an observating this and watching what you say. But I'm just trying, to understand things. And I'm just
Well, I
telling you
got.
what I
Well,
know to what you know. And it's really
okay,
nice to
all right.
have
Let me
you here
fire that back.
speaking.
Well, let me fire that back at you.
Go
Will
ahead.
I go near? Will I go near a tarantula because I have an arachnophobe? Because I'm arachnophobic? No. Is that controlling me? No, because I don't want to go near spiders anyway. Will I climb? Will I climb to the highest mountain because I fear heights? No, but I don't want to climb high mountains. Will I go out to sea and maybe drown because the ship has collapsed? No, but I don't want to go out to sea. So there's no fear controlling my life.
Okay.
No fears control my life.
Okay. So do you think others are being fearful down here, being controlled?
I think there's a lot of fear, Wayne, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. And I think the fear comes from it comes from within, and I think it also comes from reading only half a story. What people have to realise is that there are no two sides to a coin. There are three sides to every single coin. There are no two sides to a story. There is always three sides. There is his side, my side, and then in between, there's the truth somewhere. Now, what these this is the thing. What these truthers do, what you call truthers, is they only look at one side, and it's the side that suits. They don't see it from anybody else's side.
No.
And when somebody else comes on and has a difference of opinion, and this is what really does grind my coffee about I'll say you lot, okay, is you can't get through to you because you're always right. That doesn't mean I'm wrong. That just means that we differ in opinion. That just means that we differ in truth.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're wrong, and it doesn't mean I'm wrong. It just means that, we both have different beliefs.
But can I ask you this question as well? When you was a child growing up, yeah, and you done something really wrong, really, really, you knew it was really wrong, was there any words you used to say, or anything really went really bad in your life? Did you say any words that you don't normally say?
Like?
Did you ever say, "Oh God, Jesus Christ"? Did you ever say that? It just come out, or not? You got to be truthful. Did you ever say that through your life?
Before I answer that, the meaning for this question is what?
No, I just want to ask you as just a one-to-one here to see whether you had that experience of saying that.
Right, but I'm also asking you before I answer the question, what is the meaning of that question?
Well, the meaning of the question is that you called out God's name. That's all I want to know. Have you ever said that growing up when something went really, really wrong in your life and you said them words?
It's all learned behaviour.
So it's the same with people who have been learning the words that have been given from indoctrination from the ages 1 to 7.
Right.
The spellings of what they got you to believe in. So what you're trying to say is when we went to school, we learnt about religion. But where did the word come from? Oh God, Jesus Christ. We said it. Well, a lot of us said it growing up when something went wrong. But where did it come from?
Wayne, you're missing the whole point of this conversation.
You haven't answered my question properly, James. I've just asked you a direct question. I not an answer to it. Where did it come from?
I don't know where it came from.
But have you ever said it yourself?
Well, yeah, it's called learned behaviour.
That's it. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
All right. Well, answer me this then, Wayne. Answer me this. Why can your brother condemn me to hell? Yet you say that I'm a child of God. Why is it written that God forgives all his children?
Well, he does.
But yet I'm going to hell.
He does.
Why is that right?
Well, all of you are learning lessons down here, and sometimes you've got to go on this journey to understand who you really are and what your purpose is.
You won't answer the question.
Well, I'm trying my best to answer it for you.
But okay, no, you're not. You're not. Why is it okay for Archie to condemn me to hell, but yet I'm also God's child according to you?
But
and God forgives all children, but yet Archie condemns me to hell and wants to hurt me.
Let's turn this around a little bit.
I'm going to show you something. And talks about an eye for an eye.
I'm going to show you something here.
I don't think Jesus put revenge in the Bible, did he?
What you just said there, why is it all right for Arthur to do that? Why is it all right for you to do that to me?
I haven't done that to you. But
you have. You've been putting things out about me out on, your YouTube page and other bits what you do? Why?
Regarding what, Wayne?
Well, whatever you've put out there. Why? Why
Well,
did you feel you need to do that?
Right. So you haven't watched the videos then, have you?
I don't watch nothing. I just get told, but it just
Right. So listen to me. So you are now acting. You're now acting on learned behaviour.
I'm just answering your question.
You're now acting on learned behaviour,
What you said about Arthur, I'm responsible for Arthur's actions. I'm not responsible for yours. But I'm asking you the question. Why did you feel the need to do it? Why?
Right. Let me fire that question back at you. Unless you have 100% of the facts, i.e. watched my videos, then you really can't comment, because what you're doing now, Wayne, is you're working on learned behaviour. You're working on he said, she said, and you're also working on, well, James says you're a, I don't know, James says you're a devil worshipper. And then you come at me and say, why have you said that? And I'm like, well, I haven't. So who's told you this? So what I would do, Wayne, before you actually ask me that question, because you still haven't answered mine yet, is I would go onto my videos and I'd watch them instead of listening to hearsay. Instead of listening to somebody that's in your ear, probably a devil in your ear, instead of doing that, why don't you just go and watch the videos and see?
James, can I ask you a question? So you denying all the comments what you've made on Deaf Nation then?
I don't deny him, no. No, I don't deny him.
So you did say that then, yeah?
Say what?
Slagging Wayne off, slagging me off, slagging all of us on.
What did I say?
Well, do you want me to go back on that page and pull all the screenshots up or what? Or you
I don't think you
them all?
can.
Or you delete them all, have you?
Not me, no. Oh no, maybe I have, because I'm paid by the government. Right, so Archie, you asked me that question about me slagging you off, about me maybe saying things about you, about me maybe saying something derogatory about you. What about last year when you were saying it to me?
Last year, James. But what gives you the right to be quiet for all these months, yeah, for nearly a year, and to pop up out of nowhere, and start slagging us off a year later?
So because it was last year, it's okay, is it?
Did I say that, James? Did I say those words?
You haven't answered the question, have you?
I'm answering your question, James.
You're not answering the question.
I was giving you back what you was giving me, but that was last year. Why do you all people always live in the past? Why do all you trolls live in the past?
Still answer the question.
2 years ago, you did this.
Still answer the question.
A lot of things happened last year, James. A lot of
things
have happened in the last 12 months.
Still not answer the question.
No, I was wrong, James. I've told you this before, and I forgave you before, and I blessed you before. I was wrong. But what I'm asking you, what gives you the right? Yes, I did, James. Yes, I did. Here's
the thing, actually, with your blessings. Is your blessings follow a snide remark. Your blessings follow an insult. Your blessings follow my pedigree chums. Now, if you're going to script something, stop watching Snatch, because that's where it's from. Get your own saying. But you can't slag someone off. You can't, for example, hold your cross up to the world, slag me off, calling me a fat bastard, and I need to take my pills and stop taking my pills and get out into the woods and this, that, and the other, you depressive twat or whatever, and then say, I bless you.
James, can I ask you?
You can't do that.
How did my actions make you feel? Can I ask you?
You can't do that.
How did my words make you feel at that time?
Didn't make me feel anything, because I just blocked you.
Did it make you feel anything? So so if it didn't make you feel anything, didn't affect you whatsoever, what gave you the right to start coming back then, James? If you're claiming what I did not affect you in any sort of way, why did you choose to start coming back? Why?
So because I've left your little group, I have to stay quiet.
You're not answering my question, James, are you?
Why did I come back?
My question. I asked you,
why did I come back to what?
Because I recognise and I admit what I've done was wrong. So I'm asking you.
You're saying that now, Archie.
Let me talk, James.
But yet you still go on slagging me off.
But why are you interrupting me? I'll listen to every single thing that you said. Wayne has listened to every single thing that you said. So why can't you let me or Wayne speak without interrupting? I've asked you a question. So last year, a lot of things have happened last year. I behaved in very different ways last year. You know, you've seen my videos, how I used to react to different situations. But a lot have happened since last year, James. So what I'm asking you, I recognise my actions and what I've said to you. I recognise that. And I've asked you how that made you feel. You said to me it did not affect you any sort of way, correct? It didn't
True.
make you feel bad. So what then gave you the right to start attacking me and start attacking the rest of my brothers and sisters? What gave you the right to do that?
Okay, I will answer that. I will answer that.
Not affect you.
I'll answer that question, but it's not going to be a yes or no answer. You ready?
Go on, I'm ready.
Okay. I removed you from the channel because there was no open debate. It was just slagging off, slagging off, slagging off. Okay? There was no apology to me about your wrongdoings. Now, maybe if you would have come forwards 6 months ago and said, you know what, James, I'm sorry, that's never happened, then maybe the ill feeling that I had towards you maybe wouldn't have been, you know, I wouldn't have had to start doing this stuff.
James, can I ask you, did you ever apologise to me for all the vile things that you've been spreading about me? Did you ever apologise to me?
What vile thing have I spread about you?
What vile thing? That I forced my partner to have an abortion? What else did you say? I'm not allowed to see my kids. What else did you say about me? Quite
How is that?
Things, really.
Listen, Archie, if these things aren't true, then my 100% apologies.
Can I ask you though, James? What gave you the right to start saying these things?
However,
I was getting no idea if they're true or not, correct? So what gave you the right to start saying those things? What gave you the right to get involved?
I was getting this information from your close friend, Mark Allison.
James, you're not answering my question. What gave you the right to go public about this, regardless if it's true or not true? What gave you the right to get involved?
Probably the same right that gives you, probably the same right that says that you can sit there publicly and say that I beat Mindy up and that Mindy cheats on me, which is all lies, and to say that I'm a shill paid by the government, and to say that I should be banished to hell, and to say that, you know, you want to hurt me, probably that same right. The problem
James, we're talking about the past here, so how can you talk about what's happening now and mix with what happened in the past? You're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting everything.
How is that a contradiction?
How is it not? Anyone's paying attention can see it's a direct contradiction of everything what you just said.
Of what you're saying, yeah.
Do you know what?
Just because it's yes.
Whatever you want to believe. I've got no time. I've got no energy for you.
Just because
no time for any of the trolls.
You've got no energy for me. Okay, well in that case you'll leave me alone, won't you?
James, I never bothered you. I never once bothered you. I simply defended my brothers and sisters.
Stop talking about the past. We're talking about now, aren't we?
I will defend anyone who's getting bullied. And that's what you've been doing. You've been bullying Tracy. You've been bullying Wayne.
No.
You've been bullying everyone. Yes, you have, James. Don't deny
I don't even know Tracy. I don't even know Tracy. That's another lie.
You don't even know Wayne, yet you still say things about him, don't you? So how's that a lie, James? It's all there. It's all in black and white for people to see. Don't forget people taking screenshots, James. Everything.
Oh, the infamous screenshot. Oh, do you know what? I'm scared.
Screenshots, yeah.
I'm scared. What have I done? What's Mindy done to you? Why are you bringing her into it?
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You have done by saying that she
whatsoever. I wish she spoke out about what's really going on, but that's her decision, really.
What's really going on, Arch? Come on, what's really going on in the present moment with me and Mindy?
James, listen, I'm not even going to go there. Simple as that.
You don't know.
I'm not even going to go.
Because you don't know.
I said everything what needed to be said. I've said my piece. I've said the truth, what needed to be told. And now I just want Claire Calvert to come on, and I want her to say her thing.
You won't personally add anything. You just want to draw a line under things. You don't want to talk about anything, Archie. I've asked you a question. What is going on? You say you know all this stuff. So all-seeing eye, Archie Shillman, tell me what is happening in my relationship. We are public. You've got 38 viewers. Spread the word. What do I do to my other half?
James, I told you I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to go there.
Because you can't.
I'm not stooping to your level, James. That's what I'm not doing. Simple as that. That's the problem with you trolls. You all expect us to come on and get angry.
So Christian, name calling again. So Christian.
How am I name calling? When did I just name call? When I just said to you, I'm not getting involved.
And you say that Mindy cheats on me. That's a lie. Do you know that lying's part of blaspheming?
James, listen to me.
You're lying.
Yeah. Okay,
you're not Christian, Archie.
James, you want me to...
You're lying. You're a liar.
I'm not.
You're a liar. Because you don't know it, that's why. You're a liar.
James, you're the liar. You're not a man.
You're lying.
You're a coward. All you can
I'm
do
a
is
coward.
go on troll sites. That's all you trolls can ever do. Make
And all you're
stupid little
doing is going on
comments.
those troll sites to lap it all up and to put us all down but yet
James, ask
you
yourself
can't throw
one
it down to
thing.
my missus.
James, ask yourself one thing. If you're affecting what we're doing, if you're getting to us, will we still be doing what we're doing now?
What is he doing now?
Well, I'm still public, aren't I? I'm not hiding away anywhere, as you all expecting me to. All of
And
us.
neither am I.
Like your little post, what you put, what happened to Wayne Fox? Where is he? Has he gone missing? Wayne's on the ban. Wayne's not gone missing.
I didn't put that post.
I'm not saying you put the post. I said the trolls put the post. The troll site that you're top fan of put the post, James.
What? So because I comment on a page and because because it says top fan, because I've commented a few times, you automatically get that through Facebook. You lot don't know how Facebook works. Number one, it doesn't affect with your feeds. You are not that important that Facebook affects with your feeds. This is how paranoid you all are. Just because you have bad signal, it doesn't affect your feeds. But Archie, I'm still waiting for the answer. What do I do to my missus?
You tell us. What do you do to your missus, James? You tell us.
I love her. I give her affection. I treat her like other than my son, the only other person on the planet. I will harm anyone that harms her. I do cooking. I do cleaning. I help her out. I respect her. I do not check her phone. I do not check her whereabouts. I do not cheat on her. I do not, make her check in with me.
Can you say that without stuttering, though, James? Can you say that full sentence without stuttering?
It's because Mindy was saying things to me so that,
James, do me a favour. Get Claire on now, because you are boring me now. Just get Claire
and
on.
just so you know, Arch, I have got a bit of a stutter. So it's got nothing to do with what I'm saying is a lie. However, you are
Does this
lying.
stutter only come on when you're faced with difficult questions, James? Is that when the stutter comes on? Or the fake nervous laugh? Is that when it only comes on when faced with difficult questions?
How is it fake and nervous? So, Arch, stop lying to people.
Okay, James,
Stop making up lies.
So Mindy has not been messaging anyone, no?
Mindy's not been messaging anyone.
Talking about you.
Like who?
I'm not going to say, because that person's watching right now. I'm not going to say who it is.
I've got Mindy's phone in front of me. She's showing me all the messages.
You've got Mindy's phone in front of you.
No, I've got all of it.
Mindy's got all of it. She's showing me everything.
Cool.
So why? What? That's a lie. She has just messaged you, yeah.
All right, okay. I'm a liar. I've lied about the full lot, James. I've lied about everything.
Agreed. Yeah. That again is the second most informative thing, intellectual thing you've said on this live.
Thank you. Can we get Claire on now?
She said she sent you a message, brother, and she said, "Let's see if there's a message there." She's there.
One sec.
And I'm going to be. Your sidekick.
There's someone called Nikki G, but there's nothing from Claire. So
that must be Claire, or is it a reptile? Oh, it's me. I'm Nikki G. I'm Nikki G.
You're a funny guy.
I'm Nikki G.
Anyway, James, it's been emotional. Right, let's get Claire on. 1 second. Right, let me message in that group. Wayne, 1 sec.
Right, message the group because she's waiting to come on, apparently.
Right, 1 second. She's not even watching. Hold on. Let's have a look at all the viewers.
Claire wants to come on, Arthur. Angie's putting, yeah.
All right. Well, there's nothing coming up on here. 1 sec. Let me go back into my messages. 1 sec. See if she comes on. I've just messaged her now.
Right. Okay.
Right, 1 second. Let me see if I can
I've told her
search
to
for her.
send another request. Yeah, Angela's putting it on there.
No results. Invite friends to watch. Every time I put Claire in, no results.
What's she on, Angela? What profile she on? Send her profile.
Claire
Can you
Calvert, it's
tell
got
me,
a picture
Angela?
of a monkey.
It's a picture of a monkey, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it coming up then?
Nothing coming up whatsoever. Right,
Okay.
let me try to search for her again.
Everyone else can get on your live. Even James got on there. So I don't
Yeah,
see why
no.
she can't.
Unless she's blocked me. That's the only thing I can think of. 'Cause
Well,
she's
you've not
blocked me.
blocked her. You've lifted the block, ain't you? Do you know
Yeah,
which one she's on?
yeah, I blocked her before, but I
Okay.
unblocked her.
Okay.
Right, where is she? I'm just trying to search now. Claire Calvert.
Have a look. She might have a few profiles. She said she's got 5, didn't you?
Yeah, right, nothing coming up
You got to
whatsoever.
find out. So there's no request coming to you then, because she's got your account, hasn't she?
Look, I'll do a screenshot.
I'll get her to do a screenshot of what she's sending to then. Yeah.
Right, let me send you.
Get her to do a screenshot.
Yeah, let me send in the group this screenshot so you can see.
So they can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 sec. That screenshot saying there's no requests. Yeah, because when I
Well,
go look for invite friends to watch.
We've been on all this time, brother, and by now you should have been able to get her on.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was from R4. Claire said she was going to go live, but we can't get on Claire's one. So I said, let's get Claire on this one, which everyone can watch and all the groups. David's managed to get on, James.
Right, 1 sec. I'm going to show you this as well. So when I type in a name, it says no results. Yeah. Right, 1 sec. Let me send this in the group as well. 1 sec. How you doing anyway, brother? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good. It was nice to just speak to James and hear his side of the coin, as they say. But at the same time, it's just sad to see that he doesn't believe in God and he's struggling out there. And like I said, if he needs help, he's got to ask. And this is what it's about. And to troll people, it's not good.
The thing is, Wayne, what I don't understand, what adult person, what normal, sane adult person chooses to get on those troll sites? Everything that we do in life is a simple choice. Obviously those people are choosing to do what they're doing.
Yeah. But what I don't understand is they're wasting time and energy on something that, it's like watching a soap on the telly. It's not going to go nowhere with it. When we've got more important things in this world to stand up for at the moment, and our time's running out, and everybody is putting everybody against each other. And ask yourself this question: why are we all still here? We haven't disappeared. We've not vanished. We're still here. And yes, to say, oh, I'm not there on Facebook, I'm not, guys, because I've been banned again. I only have one profile, guys. I don't have alias profiles and names. My profile's Wayne Fox, and it always has been. On my passport, it says Wayne Fox. But how many of you others can prove out there that that's your real name? Not many of you, because a lot of you hide behind a screen. And this is the thing. You need to be truthful in this world. And we've got a battle on now, guys. And we've got to save humanity. You know, what you're going to do, like we keep telling you about the food running out. You might laugh and joke, but what's going to happen when the food finally does start running low and you ain't got enough money to buy it or you've lost your job? What you're going to do? You're going to need help. That's why I'm telling you, everybody work together, help each other, show the love. I've always said that. And this is what you've got to all understand. There's a distress on the world, not just your country, the UK, everywhere. Okay? There's a distress on the world. And now you need to all realise it's not too far away. And we're telling you to prepare. We're telling you how to save your money. We're telling you how to do this. It's not fear, it's the truth. But this is the fear that they want to project on you, these governments, these agents, these trolls. And then they want to discredit good people that have been out there in the field, been on the streets, been fighting up and down the country. We're real people. We're real. And we're down there, standing up for the right reasons. And whatever you do, it's never going to destroy us because our spirits are so strong. You can never break our spirits. Remember, we come from God. And we're down here on a mission from God to save humanity and save Mother Earth from the evilness that's going on down here. And you've all got to understand, we're in serious times. Man has got greedy down here and destroyed the world. He's taken everything and we've allowed it. And what have we allowed? The human connection to stop. Now we've got to start coming back together and showing the love and building ourselves back up. Okay? Stop being there, sitting in there in all your phones and your pads and your computers and your tellies and all that. Start getting out. Start getting busy. Start getting active. Start working together. Help each other. Check on your neighbours. Start doing what we used to do years ago. Show the love. Okay? Exactly, Angela. We don't want divide. What is divide going to do? This is what they want. All these false flags they're putting out there, guys. Look at the guy who got tasered the other day on the bridge. Was that real, guys? He died. Did he really die? How do we know? Was anyone there to see it? But it soon went out. But is that another ploy by the government to create a division between the ethnic minorities? We don't know. But you've got to remember, guys, everything is happening for a reason. They need a reaction. Why has it been over 2.5 years? None of us have rose up. None of us have gone rioting on the street because we don't give them what they want. We share what we have. No matter how hard they're going to try and break us, they will never break us. Remember the miners. Remember the miners back in the day. All families helped the miners. Helped them get through that year or two when Margaret Thatcher was in power. Remember that. In the end, the pits got closed, fair enough, but they fought for 2 years. Now it's time that we fight for humanity. We fight for the world. And I don't mean physically fight, which they want. Why do you think all these souls have lost their lives and these brothers out there have gone to war and lost their blood? For our countries, for these greedy people, yeah, to make more money on their weaponry and their arms. Where's the money being spent on the people? On the world? We live in a beautiful world, but we've allowed them to destroy it. And now it's time we stand up now and realise, before it's too late, we only have so much time, guys. And I know a lot of you are in an echo chamber, what we talk about, what we share, but let me tell you, it's the truth. And all of you need to understand, we're in unprecedented times now, and a lot of you are understanding. Things are happening fast. But are you prepared for what's coming? And this is why the most important things we need to prepare for each other is food and water. Because we will survive with food and water. We don't need much, but we need food and water. And whatever we have, don't be greedy. Help each other. Because if you don't help each other, you'll become weak yourself. Because when the time comes and they come, who's going to defend with you? No one. So think about that, guys. It's time to start thinking on your feet. It's time to start working together. And it's time to stop that anger and the hatred for your brothers and sisters. They're not the enemy, guys. They never were. And now it's time to choose what side you're on. Are you on the side of the light, on the side of God, or are you on the side of the darkness, the devil? Because all the devil wants from you down here, guys, is your souls. Remember, he's a soul collector. And a lot of you don't understand it. A lot of you turned away from religion. A lot of you turned away from God. But let me tell you, whatever you believe in, believe me when I tell you this, God exists. And he's not happy with what we're doing, just sitting back, letting this happen, letting them destroy our beautiful brothers and sisters. But what we need to do is work together in love and stand together and unite, no matter what colour, creed you are. Remember, these bodies are just a vessel, just a skin, whatever colour we are, just to travel on our journeys down here, on our life journeys. But now we're being threatened. But we mustn't be fearful of what's coming. We stand up against fear, because fear is their God. Money is their God. Remember, the power we have in us is more powerful than they'll ever know. When we unite together, we are a big force to be reckoned with, guys. And that's my message. That's my message to you all, brothers and sisters. And whoever works for the other side, be careful what you're doing. God watches everything. And never forget this. You only have a short time down here. And all of us are going to leave this world. None of us are going to escape this world. We've all got to die. But isn't it better to die standing up and being truthful and knowing you've done everything you can than giving up and allowing them to do what they want with your body? This is the answers, guys, you need to answer to. Okay? What am I here for? What is my purpose? Look in your beautiful children's eyes. Your beautiful children's eyes. What do you see? You see the love they have for you. And when you see that love from your child, share that love with your brothers and sisters. Because a lot of you have lost your way down here. It's time now. It's time to find your way back. And this is the only way. And a lot of you are understanding things now. There's not a lot you can do with what's going on, guys. But there is. There is a lot more you can do. Because a lot of you want to give up. A lot of you think there's nothing we can do. Well, you first of all set the truth free. You stand in your power. And the biggest thing, guys, is to show the love. To realise you have within is a beautiful thing. But anyway, brother, I'm going to have to get going.
Yeah, me too, brother. I'm getting a bit hungry now.
Every single one of you out there, and thank you for inviting me on. And it was nice to see Davey come on and speak his truth. And like I said, the offer's there if he wants me to say a prayer for him, you know, or if he's in trouble and he needs help, you know. We all help each other, and we forgive, and we forgive. And we need to start putting things behind us now, guys. Start concentrating on the real things that are going on.
Amen. Oh, Wayne just got booted off there, guys. Hold on, what happened then? Fox say, I have no idea what just happened. I can't even see the comments now. I don't know what's going on. Right, guys, thanks all for watching. Keep away from all the troll sites. Let's stop all this bullshit. Let's stop all this hate, all this division once and for all. And don't fuel them the fire, guys. Simple as that. They want a reaction. So let's not give them the reaction. Let's keep our eyes on the ball and let's continue doing what we're doing. So God bless you all, guys, and I'll see you all soon.